Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, Dhananjaya, on your
10 years. 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
10-year anniversary of the World Championship.
World Championship.
World Championship.
World Championship of Public Speaking.
Happy anniversary, not the wedding anniversary, World Championship. Public speaking of 10 years. My God. It was you look young as ever. And I remember like yesterday, I was the 10th president, by the way, but I don't take the credit. It has taken 10 other presidents to make sure that you win the World Championship. Of course, you won it, but definitely it has had a huge impact, not only in Sri Lanka, worldwide. Millions of people's lives have changed. I still remember, came back after World Championship, and then there was a reception. I wasn't able to make it because I was not well. But my better half was there, and you gave that World Championship trophy to her, and she brought it back home. And it was such an awesome experience. What an awesome thing. I still remember. And we had our first meeting at Smedley. David and Samira was there, three of us. We actually hand over the trophy back to you. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a movie Matrix, and you are the Neo who has gone to the machine world and found out the truth and brought it back and connect us with the real life. And that's how I feel when it comes to World Championship. You winning the World Championship. My friend, love you so much. Keep on rocking, keep on inspiring, and keep on impacting life, because evil is prevailing, because good is not talking. And you are an amazing, good-hearted person. Love you. Have an awesome life.
Wow, decade has passed. They say time flies when you're having fun. From being MBA students together to you competing with my brother on the same Toastmasters stage, and being there to see you lift the World Championship of Public Speaking 2014 trophy was a victory to all Sri Lankans. I miss our discussions on men and matters. Getting to know you these 10 to 15 years have been nothing but an absolute pleasure. Well, things can only get better. I'm looking forward to more world-class work from you.
10 years. That's how long it's been since you won that glorious award as the world champion in public speaking. How well deserved, and what an achievement. We all know how hard you worked for this feat. 10 years, and yet it doesn't seem like that long ago. 15 years since we exchanged patterns and you took over as the president of the Smedley Toastmasters Club. Almost 20 years since we first met at one of these Smedley meetings at Navamavata offices. I recall our shared interest in people observation and, of course, the macabre. Case in point, the Ring and Samara. Truly, it has been my honor getting to know you over the years, and it has been a privilege to call you a friend. All the best, DJ, in your continued journey to succeed beyond measure.
10 years, Dhananjaya. 10 years. Bro, I know you're surprised to see me. 10 years. And still the same emotion. Like as if we just won it. A sense of belonging. You spoke for all of us. You made sure we were on the map of greatness. Bro, you're an amazing mentor. I'm still sticking to what you taught me 10 years ago. I know what it is. It's still in my head. I'm not going to say it here because I'm going to keep it just for myself, bro. But 10 years ago, after you took that and you placed ourselves on the map and we were known globally, I remember seated down with you at the library and you telling me things that I'm still working on. Bless you, bro. Congratulations. You make all of us proud.
We didn't really know each other before you became the world champion, because I joined Smedley right at the cusp of you winning that historic moment. And even today, I remember that electrifying feeling amongst the club, amongst other clubs. And to anyone who was aware of that moment, of how significant a contribution you had made, it was not only to the fact that a South Asian had got the title, more importantly, it was the fact that a Sri Lankan did it. And looking back at the 10 years of you having reached that pinnacle, I must say, you're one of the few people who has not lost or diminished the value of the win over the time. And that was because that speech and that moment is something that has transcended over the time, and it wasn't something that people could just relate to in a single moment of time. It could be carried on for the future and the years to come. It was something that spoke to everyone. And in doing so, I felt a lot of people not only felt pride or a sense of feeling accomplished, but they also felt like they could do anything. They also felt so empowered in your speech, and I feel like that was something that you specifically are able to do. And that's what that moment created. That even today, looking back, it has that same value, there's that same wow factor about it. And I think that's something that's amazing that you carried on that now. Well, what more can I say except congratulations once again, and what an amazing moment to cherish and to look back and feel so proud of all the work and all the hours you put into creating and manifesting and living that amazing, amazing moment. All the best, and here's me wishing you a very long future in keeping doing what you do best.
Want to make it different, as David usually does. Congratulations on the 10th year anniversary of winning the International Speech Contest. Not only that, but I have to say that you changed the dynamics of the speech contest, where now candidates are not using the chairs and the old props that they used, but they are more subtle in using the type of props that you used during your speech contest. So I'm proud about you. Your passion, perseverance, patience, and everything else that you put into it. From our time go in Kandy to many venues in India. So your growth, and we shared the same room, and then I've seen you from beginning to end, how you practice your speech, how you really sort of memorize it or come close to like how you are determined to sort of give the best speech. And that is what made victory. And that is not only victory, but also the sustenance up to now. So I congratulate you for your great achievement. We have many memories together, including seeing a soothsayer to say that, okay, Dhananjaya is going to win the speech competition. Buddy, I hope you remember that. Take care. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.
I had been rooting for you to the point of talking for so long that watching you win that night was amazing. And you set the benchmarks so high for so many of us. Why that win was so special is because over the last 10 years, you have proved to the world time and time again that it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just that one speech that won you the contest, that you are truly a champion of world class. And how you teach and how you mentor is the proof of the pudding for me. You've inspired me, Dana, to believe that it's not about the contest, that it is a journey, and that crafting a speech is almost a religion. And I have begun to love that process because of you. You are such a legend, and we are so fortunate and so proud. You are more a rock star today than you were 10 years ago. And I wish you nothing but the best.
Although 10 years have passed since that very historic victory, your World Championship speech remains that one speech that I will always admire. It's that one World Championship speech that I keep going back to, I keep listening to over and over again, and every time I listen to it, I end up wishing I could speak like that one day. And I think that's the impact that you have had on so many of us Toastmasters and non-Toastmasters alike. You inspired us to think that if we believe in ourselves, if we believe in our dreams, we can definitely get there someday. My favorite memory of you is definitely that moment when you won the World Championship. I remember it like yesterday. All of us Smedlians were gathered in excitement at Shuvo's house, watching the World Championship live on the screen, all of us together. And the moment when the results were announced, it was just so surreal. That moment we had all been waiting for, together with you, it had finally come true. That's definitely my most favorite memory of you. Dhananjaya, congratulations again, and thank you so much for being such a great mentor and a great inspiration to all of us. To tell you the honest truth, I never liked Dhananjaya at the very beginning. I thought he was arrogant. I thought he was self-obsessed. And in fact, I remember having a dinner at my place where I invited a couple of Smedlians, and I specifically left him out from the invitation. And it was a couple of months later where I was supposed to be his designated driver to a speech competition somewhere outside of Colombo. And that's when we bonded over some juicy gossip for a couple of hours, and that basically opened the door for us being lifelong friends up to this day. I think the whole world knows Dhananjaya as this amazing World Championship speaker, rightfully so. But I also know him as a really loyal friend, a part-time conspiracy theorist, a really good stress buster, and more than anything, a very sensitive, warm-hearted human being. My fondest memories of him has to be not really the World Championships of Public Speaking. It is actually the district contest that opened the door for him to step into the World Championships. And that was, I think, the year 2007 or 8 or 9, but somewhere around that timeline. And year after year, this person called Aaron Watson had been beating Dhananjaya. And it was a really, really tough challenge to get him through to the next step. And I remember this district contest held in India, in Chennai somewhere. And I was seated next to Dhananjaya as the judges were waiting to announce the results. And it was a nail-biting finish. We were really unsure about which way this would go. And when they did announce that he had won and that he had got into the district as the district winner, we all jumped up for joy, including him. He did the highest jump I've ever seen him do. And the joy was just, it was just radiating. And I think that just opened the doors for the whole world to see what we knew him to be as one of the greatest speakers of all time. So Dhananjaya, I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'm humbled to call you my friend and buddy. And I wish you all the very best in chasing many more butterflies over the years to come.
Such an amazing feeling to think that it's been 10 years, because I still remember being in that audience and seeing you receive that award. You have been a good friend, you have been a very, very good mentor, a coach and an inspiration to all of us. Ever since then, been trying to get to at least the district finals and that's beyond. But thanks for setting up that benchmark, and at Smedley, you're still thought through as an icon right across the country as well. And I will never forget seeing you in your boxers in the room just before you went for the competition. So a lot of wonderful memories. So here's wishing you congratulations once again on an achievement worth celebrating even after 10 years.
Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi is the only Sri Lankan to win the title World Champion in Public Speaking, which was in 2014, and today we celebrate a decade of his success. My first ever encounter with Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi was in 2007-2008 year, where he did the speechcraft program for us. And my first ever icebreaker speech was evaluated by Dhananjaya. And I remember today, he gave me a lot of feedback. My icebreaker was just like reading away a CV. He said, Sayandan, I saw your CV in your speech. I remember those exact words. Which feedback helped me today to be a better speaker, a better presenter, and not only that, his feedback given by him helped me in my leadership journey as well. End of the speechcraft program, I decided to join Smedley Toastmasters Club, at which point Dhananjaya was the president of Smedley Toastmasters Club, and in 2008, he was handing over his leadership to the next position. And ever since, I saw him every competition he took part. At club level, area level, district level, he kept on persevering to win the world champion of public speaking, and he never gave up. That's the perseverance skills I saw, which he ended up getting in 2014. Another important memory of Dhananjaya is that when the Smedley Toastmasters Club was in need of leadership, he brought back all the past presidents and took over as the president once more, I believe in 2015, to regain the leadership and the glory that Smedley had. To bring back to its glory, he toiled and again he built that new leadership team where Smedley is today. I'm sure Dhananjaya is now grooming many more leaders to get that title on his journey of inspiration, and I truly see him as a master in public speaking. And not forgetting, he's the only CTM from Smedley Toastmasters Club. While he had Toastmasters and DTM, he's the only CTM. Figure it out what CTM stands for. All the best, Dhananjaya.
Hi Dhana, this is from Bogavantalawa. Wishing you all the very best and congratulations. Celebrating 10 years from that wondrous victory that you had, and how much you have inspired so many Sri Lankans and so many people around the world with that one speech that you did. Your commitment and the confidence you had that day really shone through. And today we are celebrating your 10th year as the world champion. And how many people you have inspired. You've inspired me. You've been a friend and a mentor. And we love the way that you connect with people and the way that you connected a group of us together. Another day in paradise wouldn't be the same without you. And so here's wishing you all the very best for the rest of your life, for anything that you take up with, because we know that you will inspire so many more people to come. So we hope that one day you will be the one to see another champion from Sri Lanka happening. Congrats, mate.
11 years ago, your speech led me to Toastmasters, and my life was never the same. Your inspiration, your guidance have made me a better person, not just in Toastmasters, but in my work life and my personal life as well. Thank you for being a great mentor throughout my life. And my favorite memories of these past 10 years would be those moments we had chats in library, where I got to soak in your wisdom, your inspiration, and your thought-provoking ideas. I would cherish those moments throughout my life. I still remember that day, 10 years ago, seeing that same speech on big stage and seeing you winning the world championship. You inspired not just a country, not just a subcontinent, but the whole world to dream big and go for the big title. This is to say thank you for all you have done for me, for Smedley and for Toastmasters, and to say congratulations on the 10th anniversary of that remarkable and historical victory. Thank you, Dhana.
10 long years of holding the title of World Championship of Public Speaking. With the opportunity to do that, you made a ripple in many Toastmasters' lives. Me personally, I have had a massive impact through your journey and the lessons that you shared with me during our time together in this moment. Absolutely loved every single time that I saw you take the stage, perform your speeches, and most of all, I loved it when I was there with you in 2014. Remembering the time when you took off the stage, took the flower out, and you knew that you won just by simply throwing that rose into the audience. That was an iconic moment. And when we saw you go up again, just to take the trophy and just part of the stroke, we all knew that you were going to bring it home that time. I was so super happy and so super proud of you. And I just want to share one more that really impacted me. I still remember that night in 2011, back in Mysore, when at night we were having a long chat about some ideas and some thoughts, and you sat wanted to have a puff, as you always would. And we had to go out in the middle of the road literally at 12 in the night or 1 in the morning looking for a light for your cigarette. Seriously, man, talk about a memory that's stuck in my life, but it was the conversation we had there that sparked the rest of my journey, and now me entering back into competitive scene. So thank you for always being an inspiration, and it's always been a pleasure to meet you and know you that I can. I'm looking forward to many more years to come. All the very best to you, chap. Keep rocking.
It's obviously a privilege to know you and to work alongside of you. I'm really glad that we have a real life icon that we can look up to and be inspired and to see how you excelled at your craft. And I'm particularly fond of the time I got to work with you last year as president, to do the one-on-one interview and how you coached me and mentored me to doing it. Lots of lessons learned, so many things to carry forward in life. Thank you for being the amazing human you are. And once again, congratulations, Dhananjaya.
You've always been there to advise me, guide me, and support me in all the speeches that I've done. I still remember working with you and late into the night with you, practicing my speech and incorporating all the tips and techniques that you shared with me. I'll never forget that, and wish you all the best, bro, and looking forward to seeing you soon.
In 2014, after you won the World Championship, outside the hall, I was talking to Darren LaCroix, the 2001 champion, and he told me something amazing. He said, everyone who won the World Championship is a champion because they won the World Championship. But then he said, there's only one champion amongst champions. And he said, that champion among champions is you. If that is not a testament to how great you are, to the champion that you are, I don't know what is.
Dhananjaya, brother to brother, born to another mother, my dear brother, we celebrate today's special day of your achievement, that is 10 years of world champion, that you are the best. And I know that you are not only public speaker, but you are a very good dancer. You did the moonwalk, Michael Jackson, which I saw in many occasions. Fantastic. And the six that you hit on the cricket ground, it's massive. And you are a rapper, that you can rap like Tupac, Ice Cube, and many more. You are a multi-talented person with good heart, and you are the person who helped me also in my difficult time in my speeches. You did and you helped me out. And also not only for me, you helped many of the individuals like me in the world. So thank you, Dhananjaya. May God bless you and wish you all the very best. Cheers from Bharat.
Congratulations, Dana, on the 10 years of your winning the World Championships. It was wonderful to see you there winning and to be present in the audience and to meet you also personally. You really have inspired everybody and even me. And I have watched you at your semis and how you came up with the final. You were such inspirational, Helen. And best memory is seeing you and wishing you the night before coming into your room. I'm well, and next day you won. So what more? Congratulations.
Hi Dhananjaya. You heard from the people who knew you when you were at Smedley. I wasn't that fortunate. But the legacy you created still exists in the club, even without your presence. There are still people who join Toastmasters after listening to your winning speech, which ends up changing their lives forever. In 2014, we celebrated you because you won the title. But today, we celebrate you even after 10 years because of the person you are. On behalf of everyone in the Smedley family, past and present, we congratulate you on your 10th anniversary of winning the championship and thank you for being an inspiration.